Hello, viewers. Welcome to another episode of Tips, Tricks, and Talks with Professor Alex. Today, I will offer an in depth understanding of what's essential to any business plan, what's appropriate for your venture, and what it takes to get success. I will describe four types of business plans that you could write and what you would use each for. What are the four types of business plan? First of all, the business plan is the mini plan. What is a mini plan? A mini plan is preferred by many investors because it can be read out or downloaded very quickly. In this plan, you cut to the highlights only. For a small business venture, it is typically what you need, or basically, if you are trying to give higher management, executive management, a quick overview of your business plan, then that's what you need, a mini plan. For a more complex business plan, you may need the longer version. The second business plan is the presentation plan. Now, what is the presentation plan? Presentation plan is basically a presentation deck, a PowerPoint presentation of basically how the business plan works. This plan can play a vital role for the future of your business, but a presentation deck in the textual plan, many times readers can't capture the passion, the essence of the business, but they go into the details. But in the presentation plan, they go into the highlights of the plan. And in a 20-minute presentation, you can cover all the key points and tell your story from concept to mission statement through financial forecasts. Remember to keep your graphics uncluttered and to make comments to accentuate your ideas rather than simply reading what's in front of you. While a presentation plan is concise, it takes plenty of planning. The pertinent questions are who, what, where, when, and how. All these five need to be answered in the presentation plan. Now, the third type of business plan is the working business plan. Now, what is a working business plan? A working business plan is a tool used to operate your business. It has to be long on detail, but maybe short on presentation. As with a mini plan, you can probably afford some higher degree of informality while preparing a working business plan. Let me cite an example. In a mini plan, if you intend to present to a bank loan committee, you might say the rivals competing primarily on a price basis. But whereas in a working plan, if a rival is competing on a price basis, you have to go deep into the products which are competing with the products of your company, and for each product you have to compare the prices, compare the price margins, and go into all the details. The internal policy considerations may guide the decision about where to include or exclude certain information of a business plan. For example, sometimes entrepreneurs don't want to give their salary information in the business plan. So then in a working business plan, sometimes it's okay to take out those sensitive information and put it in a major block like employee salary, right, in that major block. Now, the fourth type of business plan is the what if plan. Now, or you can say it's a contingency plan. For example, if you face unusual circumstances, so what if the business does not go according to plan? What if the sales figures are much lower than expected? What if a competitor comes out with a new product that audience likes? What if the bank loan is rejected? So all these things have to be thought of by the entrepreneur before pitching this type of a contingency business plan. Okay, so basically, for example, a loss of market share, a heavy price competition, a defection of a key member of your group to a competitor group, all these have to be thought about in a contingency business plan or a what if business plan. Again, a contingency plan can soothe the fears of a banker or investor by demonstrating that you have done your homework to consider all the different kinds of scenarios which happen in real life. Real life doesn't go according to a rosy proper plan. It always has different realities built in, which is always sometimes different from the plan, and it is always good to have contingencies in place when those expectations or plans, plan A is not fulfilled. Always have plan B. So your business may be considering an acquisition, in which case a pro forma business plan, of course some call it again an what if business plan, can help you understand what an acquisition is worth and how it might affect your core business. What if you raise your prices, invest in staff training, reduce duplicate efforts? All these what if planning doesn't have to be as formal as a presentation plan, but rather more of an informal type of plan. A what if business plan can help you spot the increased needs for space, equipment, manpower, other variables, so that you can make a good decision. So what sets these kind of plans apart from the working and presentation plans is that they're not necessarily describing how you will run the business, rather what are the problems that can come in and how you're going to face those problems. They're essentially more like an addendum to the actual business plan. If you decide to acquire that competitor or grow dramatically, you'll want to incorporate some of that thinking already invested in these special purpose plans into your primary business plan. So operating without a business plan is usually not a good idea. In fact, very few businesses are able to survive or last long without having a proper plan in place. So there are definitely more benefits to creating and sticking to a good business plan. So I hope your business startup or your idea is formulated into a business plan. I'd be happy to see some of your business plans and comment on them. Feel free to write in the comment section and share your thoughts with me in the comment section. That will help me answer some of your questions. Thank you so much for seeing today's episode. See you next time with more important, more updated, more interesting features. Thank you so much. Thank you, viewers, for watching another episode of the show Tips and Tricks by Professor Alex. Thank you so much.